Phillies were beating Ohtani. Great pitching matchup. The Phils back into the bullpen had been so good. And then all of a sudden the home run, you're like, oh my God, the Dodgers are going to win this game, aren't they? And now they're up 1-0 and feel great about the way their rotation is set up.
You know, I've been on the other side, Kevin, and some wins just feel like they're bigger than just one win.
Yeah.
I mean, Phillies did so many things great. They started early. They had the fans in the game. They got to Ohtani a little bit. Ohtani on the other side goes 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, 3 looking, and somehow or another is Teoscar Hernandez, who gets benched 6 weeks ago with a lot of pride, gives Dave Roberts a lot of credit, puts him on the bench, and since he's been dynamite. Last 19 games, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs, and today, again, the hero in October.
How about Dave Roberts?
Yeah.
Just pushing all the right buttons. He
Amazing.
seems to push the right buttons year after year after year. We talked about this series earlier today, saying how we kind of wish it was a 7-game series because this is a heavyweight fight right here. And, you know, normally you would say, oh, okay, look, Dodgers came back. They stole one from the Phillies. It's that much more important in a 5-game series. So now the pressure is completely switched to the Philadelphia Phillies because they cannot leave here and go back to L.A. down 2 games.
Philadelphia had to win that game tonight. Let me tell you why. When you think about the Dodgers winning a game, the first thing you look at is what Ohtani did. He pitched really well, but offensively he went 0 for 4 tonight, and they still got away with a win as a visitor. That sent a big message to the Philadelphia Philly. I think they just walk into some trouble tonight. I know it's the first game, but tomorrow he's not going to come as a pitcher. He's going to come as an offensive player, and that's what he's really good at.
And
so look out.
Yeah, Poppy, talking about tomorrow, you have Snell pitching. And Snell pitches, Monday actually. But it's actually almost. It's almost all the same.
We've been here for too long, people.
But
is it tomorrow?
Something like that. He pitches really, really well against the Phillies.
Yeah.
And he dominates, and I mean dominates, Harper and Schwarber. So not such good news for the Phillies.
Yeah, I mean, Derek, your point, too, about Dave Roberts, you know, their bullpen has been a little bit of a mess back into the season and trying to figure it out. And so today he throws out Tyler Glasnow, does a good job. Vesia, who's been up and down, gets a big out. And then Roki Sasaki, who was hurt most of the year. His velocity was way down. And just for the playoffs, he's throwing 1-on-1, and now he's your closer.
He knows his players.
Unreal.
Right? He knows his players. He trusts his players. He puts them in a position to succeed. It's almost like the Dodgers just, I don't know if I'm saying it right because they're not going through the motions, but the regular season, they're just saying, okay, we're just going to get ready for the postseason. And then we just turn it on because we know what it takes to win. But it all starts with Dave Roberts.
That's what they did with Shohei. Like, first 1 inning, 2 innings, 3 innings. He just slowly upped his game, and now he throws 6 innings and was unbelievable in his playoff debut.
True TV and HBO Max. But let's see how we got here. Shohei Ohtani making his postseason pitching debut. The boos were raining down, and then JT Realmuto became the 3rd oldest catcher in postseason history with a triple. The last one was in 1938. If you're looking for an older guy, what a tone setter there for JT.
It definitely was, and if you're the Phillies, you got to feel great about yourself at that moment. Shohei went 5 innings, no hits against you guys, and was rolling up until that point, and you get a big hit, and you figure we have our ace on the mound, and we put up a 3 spot on Shohei.
Yep.
We're going to be feeling pretty good about ourselves, and they were feeling very good.
Shohei had 4 strikeouts, and then Senor October, Kike.
That's all he does. It's like he waits for this time of the year to show why he's so valuable, both defensively and offensively, with a big hit to cut into the lead there.
Now, they do get the Phillies out of the 6th inning, but top 7, Strahm on the bump, and this was the play, Pedro.
Ding Dong Johnson for Teoscar Chino Hernandez. Yeah, got a ball out of the plate. After I thought Strahm was going to probably come out of it, the way he pitched the other 2 batters, but unfortunately could not.
The Dodgers get relief from Glasnow, his first relief since 2018. Vesia, who you see here, and then Roki Sasaki, the 23-year-old out of Japan. This was his first ever career save, Jim.
I think they may have something figured out there. I mean, he's in a bullpen, throwing 100. He has a split, which was absolutely filthy tonight. He left one up to
JT Realmuto said, "Wow," as the ball went by.
but it was just filthy. I think it was Kepler that got the doubler.
Yeah,
got the double.
yeah.
That was the only, when I say mistake, the ball just tumbled into the zone. He was throwing it for a strike. But he was absolutely lights out. I think they have something. And you talk about going into Philly and taking game one, getting home field advantage. You know for sure you have a chance to close out at home. That's all you can ask for. You get the split on the road and try to take it to the house.
Dodgers now on an 8-game winning streak. They were the most comeback wins in the National League with 48. This is their second already in the playoffs. Had one in the wild card, now this one. But Pedro, the tone that was set tonight, what does this carry forward to the rest of this series?
Well, it's a confidence boost for the LA Dodgers, especially knowing how they went through Cincinnati. I told you in the pregame show that I liked the kind of energy that they were bringing into these games.
Yes, you did.
And they showed it again. I mean, they look confident. And you watch every one of them, full of experience, full of talent, a lineup that's full from top to bottom. And more scary than anything is that they look healthy. And those guys that they're trying to test in the bullpen and stuff they have great stuff. They might not be comfortable yet doing what they're doing in the bullpen, but those guys have electric stuff to actually get one inning or get you out of a situation and then go and close that game.
How about the fact that Shohei and Mookie went 0 for 9 and you still take the W?
I think even if you have those two, there's so many names that are still able to come up with big hits. We talked about Kike near the bottom of the lineup and what he can do. You still got that other MVP and Freddie Freeman over there.
Right.
And Teoscar coming over last year and doing what he's been able to do in addition to what he's doing this year over there. It's just depth after depth after depth. Pedro talks about circling one player. Well, you have to circle the whole lineup over there. And Lefko, you talked about Max Muncy. Like, they have so many weapons over there that continue to pound on you for 27 outs. And they truly took advantage of all of them tonight.
Scary stats, though, for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber is now 0 for his last 18 with 11 strikeouts. And we saw that happening again today. What were your big takeaways from Shohei and for Sanchez, those two pitching performances?
They were both great. They were both great. Shohei faced some adversity in the second inning. So did Sanchez at the top, but they were able to get out of it. And as a pitcher, you know you're going to face it. He happened to get out of it. Shohei ended up giving up 3 runs, but he kept his team right there. He didn't give up any more. He had one bad inning, a pitch to JT that probably should have been a double, but Teoscar let it go by for a triple. The sac fly to the next batter, and we talked about that may be a big play in the game. And it was until Teoscar came up and hit the 3-run home run. And you can see the pitcher was missing the spots on that one. But Shohei was dealing. He was Shohei like we thought he would. Had his curveball going. He had 100, moving the ball all over the place, and Sanchez was missing bats.
Yeah, Sanchez looked a little bit fatigued to me when he was pulled out. And I don't know, but I kind of sensed it. But Ohtani picked up his rhythm as he got going. Once he went through the bad moment he was going through in that second inning, he turned it up, and his rhythm actually got better. His stuff was better, and he looked more confident every single time he got a batter out.
It's going to be tough. Snell's on the bump for the Dodgers on Monday, and the Phillies do not have a great history.
Anybody similar to Shohei Ohtani, if you recall facing somebody that was similar to Ohtani?
No, I mean, I don't think there's any. I mean, I guess you can say Barry, but Barry can't go out and throw 7 innings shutout baseball.
Well, no, let me take away the pitch. let me take away the pitching part of it. I'm talking about facing a batter.
The best. I mean, left-handed. No, there is nobody left-handed that I feel like I faced that was that good. I mean,
even Bonds.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't face Bonds a lot. I was in the American League. I faced him one time in the All-Star game. So I didn't get a chance to face him that much. But like for me, it would have to be like a Pujols or Manny Ramirez or Miguel Cabrera. Those were all just the hardest guys for me to get out. And I would have to imagine Shohei's the same way. I mean, we show up to LA and he's 4 pitches in, he hits a 100-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside part of the plate, like out. I mean, he's the way he shows up on cue. We go to Tokyo Dome. He hits a home run in Tokyo Dome in Japan. Like, the way that he can show up in a baseball game and impact a game is incredible.
But How defeating is it the first guy you face hits a home run?
No, I mean, when you're starting, and I think that was always my problem. I never felt like I was out of it. Like, even when they were coming to get the ball, I could be giving up 7 runs in the third inning. And I'm like, nah, like, I'm right there. Like, I'm a couple pitches away from getting this thing right. So for me, it was always like, no, I can get this thing on track. So I never felt defeated. And I think that was always my problem.